So the ballot papers are going out again, this time to members of the Labor Party to elect their new leader. And it must be said that there's a bit of a contrast with the last election. It's been very quiet, almost subsonic, and it's been terribly, terribly well mannered. Neither of the protagonists has been really sledging or dusting up the other at all. In fact, so quiet has it been that some of the Labor Party people are saying, why don't they bring back the biff? But they won't. They're going to show that they're civilised. But perhaps fortunately from the spectator point of view, not all their followers have been quite as quiet. There have been people on both sides of the argument very much dissing the opponent and giving him heaps. For instance, there's been the argument from many of Albo's lefty supporters that Shorten's a fraud and a hypocrite. Bill Shorten, they say, has suddenly discovered women, gays and Aborigines, all some of their favourite causes. Where were they when Shorten was a minister, they ask. Bill Shorten's just an opportunist, ambitious, interested in nothing but his own advancement. Don't vote for Shorten, don't vote for that guy. But on the other hand, Albanese hasn't had a dream run either. From some of the right, we hear that Albanese, well, he just gets everything wrong. Hopeless, no charisma, just another old-fashioned Labor man well past his use-by date. But it must be said that as the criticism comes, Albo is well ahead, if only because of the people who've been criticising him. One of the most severe has been Mark Latham, saying that Albo just doesn't have what it takes to lead the Labor Party. Now, with enemies like these, who needs friends? I mean, Albo's going to take that from Latham as being something of a compliment. And the same applies for the remarks from the veteran, very veteran, union leader Joe De Bruin, head of the Shop Assistants Union. De Bruin, a right-wing bigot from way back, says that somehow Albanese has become rabid on the subject of gay marriage. Albo rabid, coming from the most rabid homophobe in the entire Labor Party, the man Gough Whitlam many years ago once described as the only Dutchman who hates dykes. Yep, that's Joe De Bruin. Another plus for Albo. So the way things are looking, Albo's probably pretty well ahead in the rank and file stakes. On the other hand, Shorten may or may not have caucus completely tied up. There have been stories that the right will be bound within caucus to vote for him as their leader, something which has never happened before in a leadership ballot, but which shows perhaps how desperate the right really is. So it looks as if Albo will win the rank and file, Shorten will win the caucus, and the only thing that's going to determine the winner is the margin by which each side wins its particular bout. So it's not over yet. But when it is, we can be reasonably sure that Labor will, for a time at least, have a leader who has a mandate to lead and who has the support of most of what's left of the Labor Party. I'm Mungo McCallum.